it? For serving God? Jail time? What's next?
For the first time in more than 30 years, Pastor and First Lady Harriet Clark had to hold church service without her husband by her side. Back in June, a judge granted an injunction that would prohibit the church from using sound amplifying devices like drums or a microphone between 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. On multiple occasions, officers were called to the church and said that their worship was too loud.
They're trying to tell us not to worship, not how to worship, how not to worship. Our services don't start till 7:30, so they're telling us we only have 30 minutes to worship.
Thomas Borders has been a member of the church for 20 years.
We didn't build a church on the house. They built the house on the church.
Borders believes that their rights are being violated because they can't praise God in their own way. He says the real problem is that the city noise ordinance isn't specific. All the ordinance says is if the noise is deemed a nuisance to the public.
It's left solely up to the neighbors to say whether it's a nuisance to them, it's irritating to them, it's bothersome to them. Well, you can get a weed eater and go outside, and if they complain about the weed eater, it's nothing to be done. But when it comes down to worshiping God, then now it's a problem.
The church has owned the property for several years, and they think it's not fair that they are being punished because of the close proximity of their new neighbors. Clark says this whole thing is just a headache, and she believes the only solution is to soundproof the building, which will be very expensive.
Everybody's just praying that this will be settled. But the only way that I know it's going to be settled look like is for us to go into all this heavy expenses to soundproof our church.
The First Lady was also given a citation. Now the judge says that she can pay the fine, and if she doesn't, she will have to serve 12 days in jail.
Did they say I was here with Third Movement? I wanted to bring a video talking about this story with the church that's making too much noise. I thought this was interesting. Service starts around 7 p.m. and so they basically are having church at night. Now, for situations like it being church being in the correct areas that it should be in, not in the neighborhood, that's fine. I think as Christians we have to really be a lot more considerate. Now, I'm not saying that let's stop them from having church. Now, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying for Christians, maybe we need to have church at 3 o'clock. Maybe we need to have church at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not the issue of them having church. From what I was reading and from what the story is talking about, it's not the issue of them having church in the community. It's more of the issue of the time they have in church and the music being too loud and everything. And we can get into the churches, we can get them drums going. We can have us a good time in the church, and there's nothing wrong with that. And people shouldn't be trying to stop that. But we should also have a level of respect for our surroundings as well. I see it as an opportunity miss for them to even have to go through this. You could have had opportunities to have church a little earlier, and then maybe invite some of the community members to come along. Just show Jesus in the light that he ain't always trying to. Because the actions that we showed in this story right here is okay. We have the right to be here. I don't care because you guys are at 7 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't care because it's not that. When we probably could have showed a little more care and wisdom in the situation. But as far as the government, of course, I don't think there should have been jail time with this story. I think it's hilarious that they even had to get this far. But at the same time, like I said, it was a lot of preventative actions that we could have took, or the church could have took to make this story a little better. I just thought this was an interesting story. I just wanted to do a little commentary on it, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know about if what I'm saying is crazy. Like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.